Hello everyone, our today's topic is heart and this is the first lecture on the heart. Heart is a conical shaped hollow muscular organ. Heart is a conical shaped hollow muscular organ situated in the middle mediastinum of thorax. Situated in the middle mediastinum of thorax. Heart is situated mainly on the left side. Heart is situated mainly on the left side. About 2/3 of the heart is situated left to the median plane and about 1/3 part of the heart is situated right to median plane. So heart is situated more on the left side. Heart is enclosed by pericardium. Heart is enclosed by pericardium. The average weight of the heart, weight of the heart in the male is about 300 grams. In the male it is about 300 grams and in female the average weight of the heart it is about 250 grams. It is about 250 grams means the heart in the male 50 gram heavier than the female. Heart is 50 gram heavier in the male than the female. Now heart having a 4 chamber, 2 atria and 2 ventricle. 2 atria and 2 ventricle, right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle and left ventricle. See, this is the front view of the heart. In the front view of heart, this is the right atrium. This is the right atrium. And this projected part of the right atrium, it is called auricle of the right atrium. It is called auricle of the right atrium. Here, this is a small part of the left atrium seen from front because the major part of left atrium situated on the back side of the heart. So only small part of left atrium seen from front. It is called auricle of the left atrium. It is called auricle of left atrium. And these are 2 ventricles. This is the right ventricle and this is the left ventricle. This is the right ventricle, this is the left ventricle. So right atrium, small part of left atrium seen from front, it is called auricle, right ventricle and left ventricle. Now the right atrium receives the blood by means of 2 major veins from above superior vena cava and from below inferior vena cava. And both the veins they are open in the right atrium. Both the veins they are open into the right atrium and this vein carries the deoxygenated blood to the right atrium. Now when the right atrium is contract, blood from the right atrium it will pump to the right ventricle. So in between the right atrium and the right ventricle there is an opening. And this opening is called right atrioventricular opening. Right atrioventricular opening. And through this opening, blood from right atrium, it will go to the right ventricle. When the right ventricle is contract, it pumps its blood into the pulmonary trunk. Pump its blood into the pulmonary trunk. And the pulmonary trunk is divided into the 2 pulmonary arteries. This is the left pulmonary artery and this is the right pulmonary artery. Each pulmonary artery carries the deoxygenated blood to the lung for purification. Carry to the lung for purification. Purified blood from the lung, it will go back to the left atrium by means of 4 pulmonary veins. By means of 4 pulmonary veins to right pulmonary vein and to left pulmonary vein. But these pulmonary veins they are open in the left atrium on the posterior aspect of heart, so they are not seen in the front view. They are not seen in the front view. When the left atrium is contract, it sends its blood to the left ventricle. So here in between the 2 there is an opening is there. And that is called left atrioventricular opening. That is called left atrioventricular opening. So, from the left ventricle, when the left ventricle is contract, it sends its blood into the aorta. Into the aorta. So, this part of aorta it is ascends upwards, so it is called ascending aorta. This part of the aorta is called arch of aorta, and this part aorta running downward, it is called descending aorta. So ascending aorta, arch of aorta, descending aorta, and through the aorta, left ventricle sends blood to the all the different part of the body. All the different part of the body. Now heart is a conical in shape. Heart is a conical in shape, having a one base, one apex, three surfaces and four border. One base, one apex, three surfaces. Name of surfaces is anterior, left and inferior. Anterior, left and inferior. And name of the border, upper border, lower border, right border and left border. Again, heart having a one base, one apex, three surfaces, anterior, left, inferior, and four border, upper border, lower border, and the right border. Upper border, lower border, right border, and left border. Four borders are there. Now we will see this all these surfaces, border, base, and apex one by one. So you know that heart during the development, the heart is rotate about 45 degree on the left side. About 45 degree on the left side. So right side chamber means right atrium and right ventricle comes more anteriorly. And left side chamber, left atrium and left ventricle goes more posteriorly. So due to the rotation of developing heart, right chambers shifted anteriorly and left side chambers shifted more posteriorly. Now in this diagram, this surface is seen of the heart in front of you. This is the anterior surface. This is the anterior surface. Anterior surface, it is come in relation with the sternum and the costal cartilage. Anterior surface is come in relation with sternum and the costal cartilage, and that is why second name of anterior surface is sternocostal surface. Second name is sternocostal surface. Now in the heart, right atrium and left atrium means atria and ventricle. In the heart, atria and ventricle, they are separated from one another by means of atrioventricular groove. Atrioventricular groove, and this atrioventricular groove, it is also known as the coronary sulcus. Its second name is coronary sulcus. So actually the coronary sulcus is surround the heart. It surround the heart and separate the atria from ventricle. Suppose this is the coronary sulcus. This is the coronary sulcus. We divide the coronary sulcus in two halves, right half and the left half. Right half is again divided in two parts, anterior part and posterior part. Left half is divided into the anterior part and posterior part. So this anterior, on the right side, this part is called right anterior coronary sulcus, and this right anterior coronary sulcus separate the right atrium and right ventricle on the anterior surface. This is the right posterior coronary sulcus, which separate the right atrium and right ventricle on the posterior aspect. This is the left anterior coronary sulcus, which separate the left atrium and left ventricle on anterior aspect. This is the left posterior coronary sulcus, which separate the left atrium, left ventricle on posterior aspect. So right anterior, right posterior, left anterior and left posterior. Now see, this is the anterior surface of the heart. So major part of anterior surface, it is formed by right atrium and the right ventricle. Right atrium and right ventricle. A smaller part is formed by left ventricle and auricle of the left atrium. So major part of anterior surface or sternocostal surface, it is formed by right atrium and the right ventricle. Smaller part is formed by left ventricle and auricle of left atrium and auricle of left atrium. Now on the anterior surface, the right atrium and right ventricle, they are separated from one another by means of this groove. By means of this groove, and this groove is called right anterior coronary sulcus. This groove is known as the right anterior coronary sulcus. So right anterior coronary sulcus, it travels by two structures. It travels by two structures. One is the right coronary artery and second is the small cardiac vein. So right coronary artery arises from ascending aorta and running into the right anterior coronary sulcus. And this small cardiac vein is also running into the right anterior coronary sulcus. And this right anterior coronary sulcus separates the right atrium and right ventricle on the anterior aspect of the heart. Similarly, left atrium, auricle of left atrium and the left ventricle, they are separated from one another by means of this groove. And this groove is known as the left anterior coronary sulcus. Left anterior coronary sulcus. Major part of left anterior, actually the left anterior coronary sulcus, it can traverse by two structures. One is the left coronary artery and second is the great cardiac vein. One is the left coronary artery and second is the great cardiac vein. They traverse the left anterior coronary sulcus. Major part of left anterior coronary sulcus, it is hidden by pulmonary trunk and ascending aorta. It is hidden by pulmonary trunk and the ascending aorta. Now on the anterior surface, two ventricles, right ventricle and left ventricle, they are separated from one another by means of this groove. And this groove is called anterior interventricular groove. Anterior interventricular groove, which separate the two ventricles on the anterior surface. So anterior interventricular groove, it contains the anterior interventricular artery, which is a branch of the left coronary artery. It travels by left anterior coronary artery, branch of left coronary artery, and there is a vein is there that is called great cardiac vein. So artery, anterior interventricular branch of left coronary artery running downward. It arises from coronary artery running downward, and great cardiac vein is running upward, and then it is running into the left anterior coronary sulcus. Into the left coronary sulcus, again right anterior coronary sulcus traversed by right coronary artery and the small cardiac vein. Left anterior coronary sulcus traversed by left coronary artery and great cardiac vein. Anterior interventricular groove, it separates the two ventricles. It is traversed by anterior interventricular branch of left coronary artery, which is going downward, and vein accompanying it, that is called great cardiac vein, which is going upwards and then running into the left anterior coronary sulcus. So I thought this is about anterior surface. Now we come to here, see this point. This is the apex of the heart. This is the apex of the heart, and apex of the heart, it is only formed by left ventricle. It is only formed by left ventricle, and apex of the heart is situated into the left fifth intercostal space. It is situated at the level of left fifth intercostal space, about 3.5 inches away from the median plane. About the 3.5 inches away from the median plane, and here we can heard the apex beat. Here we can heard the apex beat. So apex is formed by only by left ventricle. Only by left ventricle. It is situated in left fifth intercostal space and lying about 3.5 inches away from the median plane. And here we can heard the apex beat. Now we come to the border of the heart. See, this is the right border of the heart. and right border of the heart, it is only formed by right atrium. It is only formed by right atrium. This is the left border of the heart. Left border of the heart is mainly formed by left ventricle and partly formed by auricle of left atrium. Left border is mainly formed by left ventricle and partly formed by auricle of left atrium. This is the lower border of the heart, and lower border of the heart, it is only formed by right ventricle. It is only formed by right ventricle, and the lower border is separated from the apex by means of lower end of anterior interventricular groove. Lower end of anterior interventricular groove is separate the apex from the terminal end of the lower border. This is the upper border of right atrium. This is the upper border of left atrium, auricle of left atrium, and major part of upper border of left atrium, it is hidden by pulmonary trunk and aorta. So actually the upper border is mainly formed by left atrium and partly formed by right atrium. So right border, left border, lower border, upper border, apex, anterior surface. Now suppose now we turn the heart and see the posterior view of heart. So in the posterior view of the heart, see here, in the posterior view of the heart it is like this. So this part of upper part of the heart, it is directed backward and lower part is directed downward. The part which is directed backward, it is called base of the heart, and part directed downward, it is called inferior surface of the heart. It is called inferior surface of the heart. Now see here, this is the inferior surface of the heart. Inferior surface of the heart, it is situated on the central tendon of diaphragm, and that is why it is also called diaphragmatic surface. Either you choose the inferior surface or diaphragmatic surface because it rests on the central tendon of diaphragm. And this inferior surface, it is formed by two ventricles, left ventricle and the right ventricle. Left ventricle and the right ventricle. Part, upper part which is directed backward, it is called base of the heart. Base of the heart. In the base of heart, this is the right atrium, and the right atrium two veins are open, superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. And this is the left atrium, and this is the left atrium. So in the left atrium, four pulmonary veins are open, two right and two left, and this is the auricle of left atrium. So base, it is formed by two atria. It is formed by two atria. Major part of the base is formed by left atrium, and small part of the base, it is formed by right atrium. And here in the left atrium, four pulmonary veins are open, two right and two left pulmonary veins. Now this is the diaphragmatic surface or inferior surface of the heart. Diaphragmatic surface or inferior surface of heart, it is mainly formed by left ventricle and partly formed by right ventricle and partly formed by right ventricle. So this is the left atrium, this is left ventricle, this is right atrium, this is the right ventricle. So in between the left atrium and left ventricle, here there is a groove is there, and this groove, it is called left posterior coronary sulcus. It is called left posterior coronary sulcus. And this groove separates the right atrium from the right ventricle. It is called right posterior coronary sulcus. So this is the right posterior coronary sulcus, separate the right atrium from right ventricle. This is the left posterior coronary sulcus, separate the left ventricle from the left atrium from the left ventricle. Now, right posterior coronary sulcus, it is traversed by two structures, right coronary artery and the right coronary artery and the small cardiac vein. See here there is also a right coronary artery and small cardiac vein. So in right anterior coronary sulcus, two structures running One is right coronary artery, second is the small cardiac vein. In the right posterior, two structures are running, right coronary artery and small cardiac vein. This is the left posterior coronal sulcus, which separates the left atrium from left ventricle, and it traversed by left coronary artery. And second is a coronary sinus. Second is a coronary sinus, and coronary sinus, it is the largest vein of the heart. So in the left anterior coronal sulcus, here there is a two structure, left coronary artery and great cardiac vein. And left posterior, there are two structures is running, left coronary artery and the coronary sinus. So this great cardiac vein, it is open here in the coronary sinus, open in the coronary sinus. Now on the diaphragmatic surface, it is formed mainly by two ventricles, mainly by left ventricle and partly by right ventricle. And both the ventricles, they are separate from one another by means of the groove. It is called posterior interventricular sulcus. Posterior interventricular sulcus, and posterior interventricular sulcus separate the two ventricles from one another, and it traversed by and posterior interventricular branch of the right coronary artery. Posterior interventricular branch of right coronary artery, and there is a one vein is there. It is called middle cardiac vein. It is called middle cardiac vein. So middle cardiac vein is running upward, and it open at the left end of the coronary sinus. At the left end of coronary sinus, at the right end of coronary sinus, great cardiac vein is open. Now we come to the left surface of heart, that is the remaining surface. Suppose we take a section of the transverse section of the heart. So in the transverse section of the heart, it is like this. This is left side, this is the right side. So left side is broader, right side is narrow, because here the right border is there. So this is the left side of the heart, the surface is there. It is called left surface. Major part of the left surface, it is formed by left ventricle. A small part is formed by the auricle of left atrium. And here on the left surface, atrium and the ventricle, they are separated by means of left anterior coronary sulcus, which is traversed by left coronary artery and the great cardiac vein. Again, surface of heart, anterior surface, left surface, inferior surface of diaphragmatic surface, apex, base, four border, right border, left border, lower border, and the upper border. Our today's topic is over, lecture is also over.